Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're continuing with some more historic decks of the tribal flavor. So we ran through Dinos, 3-0'd that one, and now we're going to be playing some pretty much mono red, very small splash of black Goblin tribal. So one of the new cards that came out of M21 to support the tribal theme is Conspicuous Snoop. So Snoop is a interesting card. It's kind of an experimental frenzy style effect paired into a creature. So let's play the top card of your library if it is a zombie, and then it also has all the activated abilities of said zombies. So it's not as good as in like Modern, where you could kind of combo out with Kiki Jiki, but it does kind of allow us to play off the top. So within the deck you have stuff like Fanatical Firebrand. You have Skirk Prospector, so Firebrand pairs well with Call of the Death Dwellers. To bring it back, it gets Death Touch, whatever you ping would die. You have Skirk Prospector. It's weird, it's not popping up. So Skirk Prospector lets you create a lot of mana by sacking goblins. It also gets you around like lifelink damage. Goblin Instigator creates a couple goblins. Gempalm Incinerator allows you to cycle to deal damage to target creature equal to the number of zombies you have. Goblin Matron lets you look through, search your library, put a card on top, which actually works really well with Conspicuous Snoop, because then you can kind of set up your draws that way. Some Warboss. Warchief reduces the goblin's cost and gives them haste. Chainwhirler paired with Call of the Death Dweller is a one-sided board wipe. Goblin Ringleader lets you put all you look at the top 4 cards of your library, put all the goblins into your hand, and then a Trashmaster is a lord that we can sacrifice goblins to destroy artifacts. We got some Castle Embereths as well. Then the sideboard, just a bunch of removal, like in Redcap, Fry, Lava Coil. So the original list came from EC John, who got to top 1200 Mythic so far with it right now. They had 3 Fries in here. I added 2 more Lava Coils. I don't think Fry's that relevant. Lava Coils has more play against more decks. You have Cratermakers. Is this not showing up sideboard-wise? One sec. This is weird. The visual's not working. So we got Ruinblaster for lands, Legion Warboss another one, and then a Siege Gang Commander kind of for board stalls. So before we play, I'm just going to queue up very quickly into an unranked match that I'm going to concede. I just want to make sure that the stream is actually showing. So we will play this. I just want to see if it's showing up on screen. Okay, there we go. That was weird. So, sorry about that. So just to show very quickly the sideboard, we have the Fries, Cratermaker, Lava Coils, another Death Dweller, Ruinblaster for big mana decks, Warboss, and Siege Gang. So now we can play. Sorry about that. So let's fire it up. We're currently top 1200 Mythic, so let's see if we can get any higher in the rankings. Goblins is surprisingly pretty resilient. I don't like this hand. We don't have a play on 1 or 2. We are first, so maybe we keep it. Let's try this. Hopefully we draw something. If they're on Gruul, then this hand's garbage. I should have paid attention to the Gruul sleeves. They are Gruul. Gruul's probably a terrible matchup for us. Ferocidon. Let's get out Chainwhirler. Try to get the Death Whirler combo going. This has Menace too. Probably just dead here. Ferocidon's an interesting inclusion in the main. So, very poor showing to start off. Super excited to get Ember Cleaved here. Let me block. Show me the cleave. They went super aggressive with theirs. Most of our deck doesn't block Questing Beast, which is rough. So bring the Lava Coil, Siege Gang, and the other Death Dweller. Let's see. You can also destroy Embercleave. So trim along the edges here. Firebrand's fine with the Death Whirler. I think we trim I'm gonna trim all the Ringleaders. They seem pretty bad. Trim a Matron. Trim the Warboss. Get rid of probably the Prospectors. They just don't do enough. And it might just be that this deck doesn't align well against Gruul. Like, what I really want to see is like Nexus control decks where we can just spam little creatures into them really quick. The hand was a little suspect to begin with, but we don't have removal, but the calls can be fairly reasonable. That is if we draw lands. Okay, so another Snoop off the top's not great. Especially because we're not drawing land here. Now our hand's just clunky. Kidding me? No value here. And still haven't hit a land. 22 lands. So I need to set this up where I drop the Chainwhirler this turn. Yeah. Too late. This did absolutely nothing. I will say we are going to drop the Fry and then just go up another Lava Coil. With Gruul being so prevalent, I want max removal. Let's run this again. Actually, that's pretty interesting inclusion for them to have the Marauding Raptor. It gets those extra points of ping damage, and it's a menace threat. Wonder what they cut in lieu of it. I'm going to keep this hand because I can turn 2 Warboss with this hand. So you can sack your own Skirk Prospector. So kind of use it as a ritual effect. Seems powerful. If they're double black, they can have like eliminate. It's fine. They remorse. They get rid of a Chainwhirler. We're just gonna smack into them here. All right, that was a better showing. Did I queue up in the wrong? Did I do best of one by accident? Oops. Why does it default there? Well, good thing that match only took a second. But that's kind of a cool way with the, you can use it as a ritual effect. Get ahead. Marlos Batista. We'll keep this. Hope they don't have removal. And then hope the top of our deck isn't just all lands. Ringleader is something nice here. So I can play out the Warchief here. I can do the Matron. So there's not really much with activated abilities. It's more just what I want to draw. And I think, because I can go, well, I'm going to draw it anyways, so probably just like Instigator lets me go the widest. Oh, it puts it into my hand. Okay, so it's blue tempo. Most of the mono blue lists now, they'll splash black. I want to give him the draw here. See if they have a counter spell here. Dispersal. So we know there's a land on top. I'm just gonna block here. Again, just don't want to give them lands off this. Post board, they'll have Aether Gust in, so something I need to consider. Brazen Borer. I think we just go wide here, play out the Snoop. This won't let me cycle, so I want to keep that for next turn. Block the Brineborn here. Play out a Snoop and then cycle this. Cycle's not an effect that can be countered. We have the Gempalm, okay, so we can sacrifice that. Your 2 to cycle. Let's do this. So Lofty Denial. It's not an activated. They have a flyer. Still can't counter it. So I could kill this, but because they still have the flyer, it still works. Let's just resolve this. Play out the Snoop here. Really the plan here is just kind of get in some chip damage. Keep them off cards, and then I can like shoot the Brazen Borrower at least. Okay, so we know we have the land in hand. So let's kill this, draw the land, see if there's some more gas on top. Another land on top. So I can deal the damage to draw the card, but I think we just cast this, see if they counter it or not, and then that'll determine whether or not we attack. Just trying to get in chip damage here. Keep a back a blocker so they don't draw cards. It's probably just Brazen Borrower coming down. And Sailor. Sailor's kind of annoying because it'll draw on cards. Could've. Now we got the Trickster, so now they get to draw the card. They hit us for a bunch. That was good tempo play. Okay, let's chain me some cards together. They get to draw 2 cards off this too. At this point, they can hold up enough disruption. So Cratermaker's good. Let's bring in the Fries. So Siege Gang feels like a little bit of a trap. It's very good if it resolves, but I highly doubt we're going to be able to get it to resolve. Chainwhirler's decent in this matchup. So I need 5 cuts. Don't want to be on Matron. I don't think I want to be on Warboss either. Maybe on the play we keep Warboss. Goblin Ringleader. Snoop's fine because it's this Instigator's not that good. Let's run it like this. We have no ways to block flyers. Kind of feel bad that we got rid of the Fry now. Okay, sounds much better. Gonna hope we draw a land in the next 2 draws. Kinda want them to tap out. This is interesting. Okay, so let's attack. I think I least care about this one. I just don't want him to drop like Brineborn this turn. Okay, so we have the counter. That's fine. Thing is, they're likely like never gonna tap out, so I just gotta keep jamming these spells. Probably go Warboss next. Okay, they missed a land. That's also good afterwards. Can get back Chainwhirler. Okay, what you got? Show me your counter. If it's Aether Gust, we're putting it on the bottom. Got Obsession here. Storm Tamer. So I think we take this chance now to drop this. See if they sack. I'm giving him a draw this way, but I don't have to clear out my board. This also puts a faster clock on them. Probably sack the Cratermaker next turn. I'll try Lava Coiling it. If they counter it, then I'll Cratermaker it on their turn. I feel like maybe something like Scorching Dragonfire could help. And they shocking. We are kind of still winning this race, at least. So we know that they have the Storm Tamer, they can sacrifice it to protect it. Okay, they Wizard's Retort. Have a Warboss in the graveyard. So by doing this, it takes one of their mana at least. Hit him for 3. It's pretty dangerous on their part. Probably have Wizard's Retort as well. So I'm gonna try this. Okay, that resolves. Heartless Act. Okay. So I'm hoping to draw like another land next turn so I can play out both of these. This matchup in general feels pretty tough. Just they're going to come on the tempo play. I'm going to draw 2 cards there. Realistically, they probably have removal. Go Cratermaker here. It's more mana intensive. That kind of sucks. And they Sea Dasher, and we're dead. Gobos ain't doing as hot as dinos. We'll run one more, just to see. All the rank we gained has slowly fallen away. Actually, want to fix this curve a bit. Feels like we have too much in the 3-drop slot. So I want Siege King in, Trashmaster out. I think that's fine, but do I want the Cratermakers in? This has been pretty awkward, to be honest, this Warchief. Let's play another Firebrand. See how this one goes. This is why we try them out. Try out the decks, see how they go. But I think in the current format, just with... like, if you're a red deck that's having a hard time beating mono blue, that's probably something you need to reconsider. Like, usually mono blue with the counters has a hard time dealing with it. Now, these new mono blue decks, because they have a lot of cheaper kind of force spike effects, but just with so much of this deck concentrating around like the 3 mana slot, like you're probably better off playing like mono red, splash black, still have the Chainwhirler, Fanatical Firebrand combo without the goblins, but play another game, see how it goes, see if we can get back into the numbers. Did like the Dino deck though. Probably play a bit more of that one. Historic ladder's been rough today. Trying to find matches. Okay. Skillful Sun. Like this hand here doesn't really do anything. Okay, we'll keep this hand. I think we just get rid of the Death Dweller for now. Just play this out. Depending what they play out, if this is like mono red. Wanted a land. So I just want to get ahead here. Let's get a Snoop. Could get Warchief. Let's just get Snoop. Yikes. Let's just get this value. So we are in a mirror match. Managed to find the opponent jamming the same nonsense we are. I think we just go Warboss here. Because next turn, if I draw a land, I can do it. Their main board. Well, that just messed with us. Next turn, I can get rid of this Chainwhirler. Might be right to main board these Ruinblasters. Opponent's curving out a lot better than us. So I'm going to take the damage here. Probably dead, to be honest. Cycle there. Okay, we have Chainwhirler for next turn. Chainwhirler is actually not bad in this matchup, like from a mirror perspective. Yeah, we're gonna wipe our board here. Redcaps, call, Lava Coils. Cratermakers, Trashmaster. Let's see what we cut. Warboss seems terrible here. Snoop seems fine. Siege Gang seems fine. The thought is here it breaks the mirror. Matron seems very bad. Honestly, don't love the Warchief here. Actually, they're a Chainwhirler deck. These Instigators just die. Probably trim down a Skirk Prospector. The main board land destruction really messed us up there. Our hand was kind of chunky. Curve here is decent. Not crazy about these Gempalms. Like, they're removal in a way, but kind of make you play as though you're further ahead. I think we just kill this now. It lets them potentially get out a 3-drop next turn, so I want to control that. Here, depending what they play out, I can Gempalm to cycle if it's only got 1 toughness. My guess is it's probably a Chainwhirler. There's only 1 target. Lets me go a bit bigger than them. Next turn I have 5 mana, so I can play out both. Oh, this is number of goblins on the battlefield, so it counts your own. Definitely something interesting. Do this, then I can play Siege Gang out. It'll be the biggest thing on the battlefield. Okay, they had the melee. They're going to be able to refill their hand here. let's kill the Ringleader here. I'm holding back the Chainwhirler because I know they have this, so that lets me clear up their board afterwards. They can block, sack, kill one of these. Just want to put pressure on them. Skirk Prospector. Yeah, let's kill this. Let's kill this. So I'm worried with this, with Siege Gang. They could generate a bunch of mana. Just kind of whoop me. These have been really good, these Cratermakers. Kill this, get my land for the turn. Should be good. I can just pump this afterwards. Lava Coil, whatever they play out. They can get like Fanatical Firebrand. Can they get a Chainwhirler? No sense playing out more lands here. We're just gonna fake like we have something. Just gonna get another Chainwhirler. Land. Jeez. I can use a Ringleader. How about another land? And I think I lost here. Them chaining these Ringleaders have been really good. Maybe we should have kept the Matrons in. They do this, they kill my Chainwhirler, they play out the Snoop. 3 Ringleaders. This deck has not really performed. That line seems pretty loose. I would have just killed... Oh, they have just Chainwhirler now. We could get Siege Gang back too, then that has Death Touch. Actually, I can't get it back. This kills my Chainwhirler. And then the top of their deck's just gas. Well, the nice thing is you're seeing how their Goblin deck's going off, while ours just, that seems loose. Mind you, they have this at the ready. Mono red lands. Alright, well, we destroyed all the value we had in Mythic. We were in the numbers, dropped down to 97. So I'm going to wrap this one up. So got to demo the deck. If you don't have the cards, I don't think it's there yet. Still kind of falls a bit short. Has some neat synergies, but overall you're better off just playing Death Whirler in red-black and then play the better mono red cards, I think. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hope you have a great one, and catch you next time.